guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Chido. Hi, how are you? And welcome to the Chi Fam. I think I'm trying to come up with the name. I've been thinking about it and I'll figure it out. But for all my returning subscribers, hey, what's good, what's popping, how are you guys doing? I've missed you so much and I know you missed me too. And yeah, I'm so sorry for being MIA for a very long time, but that's why I'm here to explain where, what, who, how, and why. So stay tuned and find out the reasons why we haven't been chilling together for a long time. So, right. I think it's been, about 5 months? Like September, I think. Yeah, I think it was like September. So September, October, November, December, January, February. But technically, 5 because we're not counting September if I last recorded in September, right? So ever since then, let's just rewind back to my life in September so that I make it make sense. I think, where was that? What was happening in my life in September? That was post-surgery and I was starting to recover and I was starting to feel a lot better about myself and whatever. So I started working again, and then fast forward to November. So sometime in November I got sick. I had a really bad cake after some party or whatever, and I had food poisoning that lasted like a week and a half, right? And then literally the Monday I thought to myself, okay, I'm recovered, I can go back to the gym, I can go back to work. My grandmother passed away. This is my dad's mom. So that was awkward. And to give a background story like in all of this so that it kind of sort of makes sense, in my dad's family, they really haven't actually experienced death, like in terms of like my dad and his siblings and his parents and whatever. So I mean, his one brother passed away, but this was long before a lot of us were born. So I mean, it counts, but it doesn't really count because none of us actually were there for it. So it was kind of like a shock to the system. So when it happened, it kind of really shook our worlds completely because everyone was like, okay, what? And then that was when I personally, for me, the lessons I took from that was, life is very short. You should appreciate and love and spend time with the people you love a lot more and cherish them, and just be Ray Charles to the BS a lot, because one day and then there's nothing you can do about it. Like, there's no backseas, there's and I don't want to be a person who lives with regret. So throughout the whole of December, Fungai came back. If you follow me on Instagram, you must have seen that. And honestly, we actually did record a couple of videos, so there is some content from December with the two of us. But so in December now, I got sick, right? My stomach started whiling and it started acting shady. And then I went, too much so there was a day Funga and I actually went to the hospital, and we spent the whole morning into mid-afternoon there. And after that, I went to go see my specialist, Dr. Georgia Fick, right? And she's like, oh no, there was a cyst that grew and it burst in my stomach. So that's why I was feeling a lot of pain. And she's like, because of my past history with endo, she's like, you probably felt like I don't want to go back because what if she says the endo's back or whatever, etc. So she gave me something for the pain. So while that was happening, and this is I think between the 14th of December, a few days later actually, my cousin got COVID. And because remember, I was like, we need to cherish each other and family and whatnot. So in December, most of my cousins came back home and we would always spend time together almost every day. People would work from home together from the same house. We'd be together all the time. Then we find out one of us has COVID. So then we obviously had to isolate and just relax for a bit, right? And then within those 2 weeks of isolation, my cousin's dad, the same cousin who got COVID, her dad passed away. Bruh, honestly, it now started to feel like if it doesn't just rain, it pours. So there was that, and this was I think a few days before Christmas. Then we went for Christmas holiday and we were in Nyanga. I think maybe if I feel like it, I'll post a couple of clips in another video though, of the vlogging that we were doing when we were there. It was fun, we had fun times. then when we came back, the day we came back from Nyanga, I got a flu. Because you know how like Nyanga sometimes is like wintry and it's very cold, especially when you climb up the mountain. So that's what we were doing we were going up like a lot of like mountains and stuff, and I would walk around without jackets and stuff, and then I ended up catching a cold. And so the day we came back, passed by the pharmacy, I got myself some flu meds because Fungai and I were planning on going to Wange for New Year's Eve. So I didn't want to be sick while I travel all the way to Wange, or even just during that point. And we came back, I think, on the 28th. So from the 28th, 29th, 30, I was in bed and I was healing myself. I was okay, and I started feeling a bit better because that seems to be my portion in life. The flu came back again because it was raining a lot, and you know, your girl and jackets, clearly I have a problem. So then I got a flu again. That night I was like, we actually at some point thought I had COVID. And round about that same time, my cousin and her dad and my grandfather tested positive for COVID, right? And so that was another disaster. Like, yeah. So during that time, when we then came back home and whatnot, and I was trying to recover from feeling sick and whatnot, okay, I think, what happens next, I don't really feel comfortable talking about it right now because I don't trust myself to talk about it without crying. So maybe we'll talk about it, but not today. But the long and the short of it is my dad got sick, and it was kind of a shock to the system. And well, he passed away on the 14th of January, which, yeah, like, anyway, if you follow me on my Instagram, you probably already know this. But yeah, that happened, and then my life literally changed for like ever. Like, it's never gonna be the same. And I'm going to stop talking about this because I can feel myself crying. I want him to cry again. So it took me a while, like, so from then until now, I've just kind of been trying to like feel like myself again, and trying to like grieve and process and just deal with things. And you know, I think the hardest part about all of this is I'm trying to grieve my dad, but also there's this really great thing that's happening in my life right now. But that's a story for another day. So yeah, so then I started doing a lot of grief counseling and therapy and stuff to help me be myself again, because it was really hard. I wasn't eating, I lost a lot of weight, which, I mean, I'm not complaining. And I just took a couple of steps back from my own life, and I just decided to just, I don't know, think about things from a different perspective and do things differently. So that's where my mind is at right now. So I just felt like I needed to pave my own path in a way that allows me to do all the things that I want to do and show up for the people I want to show up for the way I need to. So I will actually talk about all of that in another video when I'm ready, and when all the cards fall into place at the right time. But in hindsight, I think now I'm okay. Obviously I'm not like okay, but I'm in a better place. Like, I can have fun again, I can smile again, I'm happy again, and I can get up and go and live life. It hasn't been easy, but you know, life, my dad, if he was here, would say life goes on, be happy. There's no point in crying over something you can't change. Like, live your life, be happy. And you know, like, I hold on to all the memories and all the fun times. If I miss him, I just watch our videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, he was my best friend, so it kind of sucked. But I guess, you know, it's something that was that's supposed to happen to all of us at some point in our lives. It just sucks that it had to happen to me now. But yeah, so where am I now? I'm at a place where I have started restructuring my YouTube. This time I'm going to be serious. 2021 is a new year. Big things that are going to be happening in all of our lives. You know, in the words of a famous Lasizwe, boss sweetie, if you don't get up and get your life, who do you think is going to get it for you? Who? get it yourself. So we have to get up every single day, pull ourselves together, wear our big girl, big boy panties, go to work, get your money, get everything together, read a book, do some self-love, self-care, and all that stuff, because at the end of the day you only have one life to live, and if you don't do it right and the way you want to do it, then like what is you doing, baby girl? So yeah, like, you know, I'm excited to do a lot of things for myself and also for you guys and for all my family and friends and stuff like that. And also, you know what, I think the way this year has started, right, there's also other news that I just got last week that I just do not feel ready to talk about at all. So we need to process that first, and then we can come back and circle back and talk about it. But all I'm gonna say is, you know, the last 2 months, they really taught me a lot about life, and I can't wait to share all of the stuff with you guys, because it's important that, you know, like, I believe that growth and learning, it's something that is a constant. Like, it's learning about yourself and learning like other things about life and whatever. It's something that life is just a journey, and you know, it's easier to handle when you have all the right tools with like equipping you to actually do it. And I've learned a lot from a lot of like stressful times in my life, from just like health and like bad university experiences and bad employers and just life and death and all this stuff. Like, so I would love to, like, you know, teach you guys all of this stuff soon. So I can't wait until we dive into all of that. But for now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and switch on your notifications and join the E-fam. No, that's not what we're gonna call ourselves. The Chi fam, the C fam. I don't like. Okay, you know what? Here's a task for you guys. Please, can you come up with a name for ourselves, for our family that makes sense? Yeah, that's your homework for the day. And so I will be back again next week Sunday to talk to you guys. I think we'll start releasing videos every Sunday. Yeah, moving forward. So I promise one video a month. And if I don't give you guys one video a month, please hold me accountable. Find me on my Instagram at Chido and yell at me. I'm giving you permission to actually verbally yell at me. It's okay. Anyway, love you like a love song. Gotta go. I hope you guys are good. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.